Hey, I'm Veronica. Thank you for joining me today. Today we are going to do a live session. Going to answer some questions that were submitted. If you would like to submit a question, you can email me at VeronicaIsles@gmail.com and just say you'd like it answered in a video. Hi. And where was I? I was going to answer some questions that have already been submitted. And again, VeronicaIsles@gmail.com is the email to send it to. And we'll also be taking some live questions as well. This is primarily about attracting a specific person. So the title of this video is Make Someone Love You, because we all really do desire to be loved. And we want to feel wanted. We want to feel appreciated. I am in a public place, so it may get noisy here at times. So I am sorry, I'm actually in a gym. That's why there is a swimming pool behind me. Okay. But you got to make videos whenever you can and whenever the opportunity arises. Okay. So let's get started. And let's get started with a question that was submitted. Okay, so this person says that they think they keep messing up in terms of attracting their specific person due to overthinking, insecurities, and jealousy. I guess he's younger than her and talks to other girls. And I know that this is a huge jealousy trigger for a lot of you. And I guess she suffers from low self-esteem and self-confidence. She said she's tried self-love meditations and affirmations, but nothing seems to be working. So she wants to know if there's any alternatives to ridding herself of insecurities to raise her self-esteem and self-confidence. Okay, so that's a lot. Let's see, where do we start? Okay, so first, I think that everyone suffers from insecurities, jealousy, wondering if they are enough. In this person's case, I guess her guy talks to other girls. Now, I think guys generally do this. Even girls do this too. They'll talk to, I feel like everybody is always talking to somebody. It could be the opposite sex. Maybe if you're in a same-sex situation, it could be talking to someone, in that type of situation. But the point I'm trying to make is that you should never feel threatened if your specific person is talking to someone else. You shouldn't automatically jump to the conclusion that they're going to meet someone better, or that they're looking for someone better, or that these people that your specific person is talking to is somehow going to threaten what you ideally want. So I think logically understanding not to allow that to be a trigger point is a really beneficial thing. Now, age also doesn't matter. I know a lot of you are in situations where maybe your specific person is younger. Maybe your specific person is older and you feel too young for them. I mean, it goes both ways. That's the interesting part. Maybe you're the same age and you're afraid your specific person is going to want someone younger. I mean, it's really interesting how we can find things to be insecure about in any scenario. And I think the insecurities never really go away if you indulge in them. Like, for example, in this person's situation, they could suddenly feel secure in their age, in sort of him talking to other people, and then find an insecurity in something else. So that is why you want to sort of deal with these insecurities head on. And in this person's case, she said she's tried self-love meditations and affirmations, but they don't seem to be working. I think that it's important to note that if a particular technique doesn't seem to be working, I would definitely move on and move ahead. A lot of times, what does make you feel good is trying to find things that are within your control. For example, in this particular situation, and this situation may resonate with a lot of you, this person feels very out of control, as if things are out of her control. She can't control him. She can't control the situation. She can't control who he talks to. Like, things are, like, she's feeling helpless in a lot of ways. And I think a lot of times what helps us gain control is taking control of the things that are within our power. For example, you do have control of things within your life. Like, you have control of things that are within your power. So you could make decisions during the day. You could decide to eat particular food. You could decide to exercise. You could decide to make good decisions for yourself, productive decisions. Like, you decide who you talk to, what you talk about. So the things that are within your control, I think you should really embrace, because embracing those things, I think, will give you a better understanding, not to feel so stressed out and so sort of spazzed out by the things that feel out of your control. When you start embracing what is within your control, I think it helps you ultimately feel more secure. And I think what also will help this person, and a lot of you that are in this type of situation, is really recognizing all of the wonderful things about you. So, for example, like, she's afraid that, he's going to find someone else. But what are the wonderful things about her? And I don't know if this person is listening or not. I don't actually remember who asked me this question because I don't write down the names. But in any case, what are the special things about you? Because there are things that are unique to you. Even your flaws are unique. Like, don't reject yourself. Don't push yourself aside. Don't think that someone is better than you. Instead, embrace all of your unique and wonderful qualities and really believe in yourself. Now, I know that this obviously is hard to do when you suffer from low self-esteem, low self-worth. I think that being kind to yourself within your mind is another thing. And I want to say that these issues don't go away overnight. So don't think that you're going to listen to one meditation and suddenly everything's going to be okay, because it's like a lifetime of things that are built up. And you really need to be patient with yourself. Love yourself enough to be patient. And if you're not perfect in that moment, that's okay. Like, you're a work in progress, and you don't need to be perfect to be loved either. That's something really important to remember. And I do want to say that things like therapy can help. Like, in your particular area, like, there's always a therapist, a counselor. Talking to someone like that can really help in terms of self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence. So don't hesitate to seek these types of people out. It's not saying that you're a broken person, or it's not sort of saying that you're a failure. I saw a therapist for a number of years, and she was wonderful. So I want to say to not, ever disregard that as an option. Okay, let's answer this question that just popped up. If you're not your specific person's physical type, is it okay to visualize yourself looking a little more like their type? Or should I visualize that he changes? I actually would say, and that's my phone, sorry. Let me turn it off. Oh gosh, got a text message during the session. It's my boyfriend, actually. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to wait. I don't think he realizes that I'm live right now on YouTube. Okay, so back to this question. Let's see, if you're not your specific person's physical type. Okay, what I was going to say was, I actually don't think you should visualize either one. I don't think you should visualize looking more like their type, or visualize that he changes his idea of what is attractive. Because it's interesting, because we can be attracted to all sorts of different people. Like, you might have a specific type in mind that you like, but then there might be someone who's completely not that physical type at all that you suddenly find yourself being attracted to. And that's because we're attracted to the person within. We're not necessarily attracted to the physical aspects. Now, I'm not saying the physical aspects aren't important, but try not to get hung up on that as if this person can never love you because you're not their specific type. So instead of visualizing one of these things, like you fitting to their mold or them changing their mind, throw it all out the window. And instead, decide to visualize just being connected with this person, having them adore you, having them be attracted to you, being attracted in return, getting to physically be near them, to appreciate them, to be connected with them, and to be appreciated and loved. So cut right to the chase. Leave all the pettiness aside. Cut right to the chase and do it. Okay, so let's answer another question that was emailed to me. Okay, so this person starts by saying that the videos have been really helpful. So she wants to know if I could address in a video how to manifest our desired partner when there are many situations against us, or when other people are trying to choose for us what we should or shouldn't have. Think it would be really beneficial? Okay. So, for example, I guess this person is having issues with parents' interference. And I know that this happens a lot, where you'll be in love with someone, or you want to be in love with them, and you think parents won't approve. In a lot of countries, like, there's difference of religion, like that's a really big thing. I mean, even in the United States, if you come from a Catholic family and you suddenly bring home someone that's Jewish, they're not gonna be happy. And it shouldn't be that way. Like, people should be supportive of who you love. And I think that it's important to try to feel like you can be in love with your specific person, have them love you in return, and that no one around you has the power to tarnish things, to mess them up, or to interfere with your happiness. And I think trying to feel like the people in your life can come around, they can be on your side, they can embrace you, and they can be happy for you. Like, instead of trying to control you by telling you you're supposed to love or be with someone who they think you should be with, try to get into the mindset that they can maybe have an epiphany where they can realize that, you're allowed to live your own life. You're allowed to love who you want. You're allowed to ideally be with whomever feels good to you. And I think seeing other people to be supportive of you, and this kind of advice can also help if maybe you're trying to manifest a dream career that others don't really foresee you in. For example, your parent maybe doesn't want you to get into acting. They'd rather have you be a nurse, just something like that. And I think that it's important to remember that others around us do not have the power to manifest for us. So try not to get into their negative energy and feel like they'll ultimately come around. In fact, you could imagine them congratulating you, them being supportive of you, them saying, I'm sorry I didn't support you in the beginning, but I'm so happy that you found someone that loves you as much as they do. And I'm happy for your success and for your happy union. Okay, so let's take a live question. Let's see if I see any. What do you have to say for long distance relationships if you haven't met for a year, but you are communicating almost every day? I think that long distance relationships can work out. Why not? I mean, I think that geographically, you might think there's some obstacles on your side, but if you're talking every day, that must mean the connection is strong. So there's got to be a way. And I mean, even if you can't really envision how you could move closer, like, I think that the universe has amazing ways of putting things together where, like, things just synchronicities just come together and happen, and suddenly you are being thrust in a situation where being long distance is no longer something that's part of your world. Like, you can just totally focus on your relationship, and you can suddenly be living together somehow. I mean, who knows how that would come together? But the thing about it is you never want to think about how things can come together. You just want to think about the end result. So imagine yourself being happy with this person. Try not to be resentful that you're only able to communicate with them instead of see them, and try not to be resentful that it's been a year since you've physically been with them. Just feel the love of having them in your life and feel like these problems can have solutions that can find their way to you, and things can come together beautifully. Okay, so I think I'm going to close up for now. But I thank you so much to everyone that came out. And I'm excited. My 250th video is almost there. I think I'm going to do that one live. And thank you for watching the recent uploads. Thank you for almost 27,000 subscribers. That's pretty epic. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm probably going to be coming back live on Wednesday, hopefully. But we'll be releasing some other videos tomorrow. I do have one-on-one coaching. If you do want to do that with me, VeronicaIsles.com. And once again, my email is VeronicaIsles@gmail.com. And I'm on Instagram too. Have a lovely day. Oh, I wanted to say thank you for everyone on Instagram that wished me happy birthday and sent me such beautiful messages. It made me super happy. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. And I'm wishing you all the best.